Okay, so we're working on page 347, numbers 4 through 8. First question, 3, open bracket, x plus 5, close bracket, equals 36. What's the first step we have to take to solve this? So we're going to distribute the 3x, or the 3 to the x and the 5. 3 times x gives us 3x. 3 times 5 gives us plus 15. Bring down the 36. Next step is to subtract 15 from both sides. 3x plus 15 minus 15 equals 36 minus 15. Our 15's cancel out, giving us 3x is equal to 21. Now we're going to divide both sides by 3. These 3's cancel out, leaving us with x is equal to 7. The next step is to verify, so we go back to the original. 3, 7 plus 5, is that equal to 36? Do the work in the brackets. 7 plus 5 gives us 12. Is that equal to 36? 36 equals 36. Correct. 1 mark for writing down the equation. 1 mark for showing your work. 1 mark for the correct answer. 1 mark for correct verification. Okay, so each question's out of 4 marks. The next one we need to distribute as well. So 4 times p gives us 4p. 4 times negative 6 gives us negative 24. Bring down the 36. We have to get rid of the 24 by adding 24 to both sides. So 4p minus 24 plus 24 equals 36 plus 24. These two cancel out, giving us 4p equals 60. Then we're going to divide both sides by 4. Our p's cancel out, giving us a p equals 15. So now that we found our answer, we go back to verify. So it's 4 times 15 minus 6. Is that going to be equal to 36? Do the work in the brackets first. When we do these two, we get an answer of 9. Is that equal to 36? 4 times 9 is 36 equals 36. The answer is correct. Okay, 4 marks again. Next one, we have to do our distributive. 5 times y gives us 5y. 5 times 2 is plus 10, equal to 25. The next step is to get rid of the 10. So we're going to subtract 10 from both sides. 5y plus 10 minus 10 equals 25 minus 10. These guys cancel out. 5y equals 15. Then we divide this side by 5. Whatever we do to one side, we must do to the other. These two cancel out, giving us y equals 3. I'm going to verifying 5, 3 plus 2, is that equal to 25? 5 times 5, is that equal to 25? 25 equals 25, so that is correct. Next page, 4D. First thing we have to do is distribute. So 10 times a gives us 10a. 10 times 8 gives us 80, equals 30. Next step is to get rid of the 80, so we're going to subtract 80 from both sides. Whatever we do to one side, we must do to the other. These 80s cancel out. I have 10a equals minus 50. The next step is to get rid of the 10, so I have to divide both sides by 10. These 10s cancel out, leaving us with negative 5. Now we have to verify, so we go back up to the original. 10 minus 5 plus 8, is that equal to 30? If I'm at minus 5 and I move 8, where do I end up? Very good. 10 times 3, is that equal to 30? 10 times 3 is 30, equals 30, and that is correct. 5a, we're working with negatives more this time. Negative 2 times a gives us negative 2a, minus 8 equals 18. When I distribute the negative 2 times the positive 4, I get a negative 8. Now to get rid of the negative 8, I'm going to add 8 to both sides. These two cancel out. Negative 2a equals 26. Divide by negative 2. And I have a equal to negative 13. I'm going to see if this one works out. So we go back to negative 2, negative 13 plus 4. is that going to be equal to 18? Do the work in the brackets first. Negative 13 plus 4 gives me negative 9. Is that going to be equal to 18? Negative 2 and negative 8 gives me 18 equals 18, so that works out. We have 5b. Negative 3 times r gives me negative 3r. Negative 3 times 5 gives me 15. We have to get rid of the positive 15, so we're going to subtract 15 from both sides. These 15s cancel out, leaving me with negative 3r equals negative 42. Divide both sides by negative 3, and r is going to be equal to how much? No one? 14, right? Go back to the original. 3. 14 minus 5, is that equal to 27? Negative 3 times 9, is that equal to negative 27? Negative 27 equals negative 27. Works out correctly. Last page. 5c is down here. We're going to distribute the 7 to everything in the center here. So negative 7y plus 14 equal 28. We have to get rid of the plus 14 by subtracting 14 from both sides. So negative 7y, these guys cancel out, equals 28. Sorry, equals 14. Divide both sides by negative 7. Then y is equal to negative 2. When you go to verify now, we have 7, negative, negative 2, plus 2. Is that equal to 28? This threw a few people when they were verifying the other day. They couldn't figure this one out. So negative, negative 2 gives us a positive 2. So 7 times 4, is that equal to 28? 28 equals 28. So it verifies for you. So that works out. 5D, we've got negative 6 times c gives us negative 6c plus 54 equals negative 42. So negative 6c plus 54 minus 54 equals negative 42 minus 54. These two cancel out, giving us negative 6c equals 96, negative 96. Then we divide both sides by negative 6. We end up with c equals 16. Verify, negative 6, 16 minus 9, is that equal to negative 42? Negative 6 times 7, is that equal to negative 42? Negative 42 equals negative 42. That works out. 6a is a word problem. It says Mark has some hockey cards. So what are we going to say for a variable for the hockey cards? What's that going to represent? What variable do you want? X. Okay, so there's his hockey cards. And his friend gives him 3 more. How do I write 3 more? Very good. Mark says that if he now doubles the number of cards, so he has to double this, so he's going to multiply it by 2, he will then have 20 cards. Now we have to solve. We've got our equation. Now we have to solve, so we distribute. 2x plus 6 equals 20. Subtract 6 from both sides. These 6's cancel out. 2x is equal to 14. Divide both sides by 2. X is now equal to 7. Go back to verify. 2 times 7 plus 3, is that equal to 20? 2 times 10, is that equal to 20? 20 equals 20. Okay, number 7 reads, a student wrote this equation to solve the problem in number 6. So they wrote down 2x plus 3 equals 20. What mistake did this student make? Yes. Good. Did not put brackets around here to show that you had to distribute this one, okay? So everything inside should have had brackets on. Or some students mentioned before that what he could have done was gone 2 times, or 2x plus 6, meaning that he didn't distribute properly. So either question, or either answer would be right. Either he forgot to put brackets, or he forgot to multiply the 3 by 2. I'll accept either way, okay? So there's the mistake made there. Number 8, a perimeter of a rectangle is 26. And the formula for the perimeter is 2 times length plus 2 times width. And they're telling us that the width is 8. So in order to find this one, we've got 2 times the width plus 8. So 2w plus 16 equals 26. 2w plus 16 minus 16 equals 26 minus 16. 2w equals 10. Divide both sides by 2. W is then equal to 5. We can verify by 2 times 5 plus 8. Is that equal to 26? 2 times 13. Is that equal to 26? 26 equals 26. It verifies. So the width is 5. Okay, that's all the work you had for today.